Hey, what's going on guys, SargeantsTechTips, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at Zorin OS 16.2. Now this operating system's interesting because there is actually a paid variant. We're not obviously going to look at that in this video, but if you guys want me to look at that, go ahead and drop a like on the video and comment below and let me know that you guys want to see this, because the paid version actually looks pretty cool. So this is something that's a lot more similar to Windows and Mac OS alike. As you can see, Zorin OS 16.2 Pro, download $40. That's not bad for an OS, because I'm pretty sure Windows costs upwards of $150 to $200 for a key. So the version we're going to be taking a look at today is going to be Zorin OS 16.2 Core. There'll be a link in the description below to this website if you guys want to go check it out. Buying it will also support the developers, and it looks like they've done a lot of work to this operating system. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Alright, so first we're obviously going to make a virtual machine. We're going to just do it the way we usually do it, every video. I have never used Zorin OS, but I am super excited. So we're just going to do Linux Ubuntu 64-bit. I'm sure that'll work fine. There's also a lightweight version, which I didn't mention, but if you actually look here, Zorin OS Lite. It's got like a CRT monitor. I do want to try to install that on an older laptop, which I do have tons of at work. So I'm going to bring one of those and hopefully do a video on that. If you guys want to see that as well, let me know by liking and commenting. Now we're on the install screen. Let's make this bigger. Alright, so we got try or install Zorin OS, try or install Zorin OS safe graphics, try or install Zorin OS modern NVIDIA drivers. Interesting. We're just going to do the regular. If you guys just heard that, but that was a very loud boot up sound. So you can actually try Zorin OS or install, but obviously we're going to install it since we go the hard route. So far it looks really clean. Like, I actually really like the look of this so far. We got the power and log off there. Well, once this is done installing, we'll be back. Alright, so installation is complete. Now we can just go ahead and click restart now, so it'll restart the virtual machine, that is. Now it is going to tell me to remove the installation medium, but there's no installation medium, it's a virtual machine. Alrighty, it looks like we're in Zorin OS. It is very, very loud. It's cool boot up sound though. I can't click anything. I need to get the display settings. Welcome to Zorin OS 16.2. Hi there. Take the tour to learn your way around and to discover essential features. Sure. Open the menu to launch apps. Oh, this is clean. I like this. This is what we were looking at earlier, but it was up here for some reason. So these are all of our apps. Wow. This is a lot like Windows, and I really like it. Choose your desktop. With Zorin, your desktop look with Zorin appearance. Oh, you can... Oh, it's sort of like Windows 11. Okay, that's sort of like a regular Linux distro. So I think we're going to do... this one. I like this one a lot. So we could do theme. Can we do dark mode? Oh, thank God. We can do red. Title bar buttons. Okay, so you get... So if you are super familiar with Windows or Mac OS, you can actually change it so the X, minimize, and maximize buttons are on the left or the right side of the window. Which is nice, because a lot of people get used to it being over here. And I think in most Linux distros it is over here, depending on the Linux distro you're using, so I guess it doesn't technically correlate. We also have a taskbar settings button. So we could actually change the size of it, which is nice. Action, cycle windows plus minimize. Click action, behavior when clicking on icon of running app. Okay, so it's just going to do an action. Okay, so that's the taskbar. What about the desktop? So we can turn off the icons on the desktop on or off. We can add home, trash mounted, and network servers, which is nice. We can also change the size by going to like small or tiny. Probably do small. So these are the wallpapers you get. There's like the cityscape one, and these wallpapers are not amazing quality, but they're also not the lowest quality that I've seen. Here, let's use this one. I like that one. I kind of wish they had more wallpapers, but I feel like the Pro version would probably have a lot more. Notifications. This is basically just the notifications for the programs. So you do have your network section. You also have your Bluetooth section. So I don't have Bluetooth, but obviously you have your background. You can actually add picture, which is kind of neat. So if you just want to have all your wallpapers here, that's good. You got your notifications. You got your search, so you can search for stuff. This will just search for whatever you're searching for. But if you're like searching through here, you got your applications. These are probably just application settings. Yeah. We also have privacy. You got your location services, Thunderbolt, file history, and trash. You got your screen lock. Sorry if I sound sick, guys. I am very sick. Or I think I'm getting sick. I don't know. I feel sick. I can tell you that right now. But that's why I sound stuffy and all that other fun stuff. But Okay, so we got mouse and touchpad, primary buttons. So this is if you were using this on a laptop, you can control the settings for the mouse or the touchpad. Alrighty, so under accessories, it looks like we got files, maps, text editor, to-do, and weather. And clock. I guess I didn't see that, but what is maps like? Is this just use Google Maps? It's gotta use Google Maps. Either that or Bing Maps. That's the only thing I can think of. Here we got clock, so we could add world clocks, we could do alarms, we could do a stopwatch. We also got files, so this is gonna be our file explorer, which I do not know what kind of file explorer it is. It must be something that Zorin OS made, the creators of Zorin OS. I'm not sure. But this is the file explorer. It does look a little similar to Windows, because if we actually go, it's not noticeably similar, but it's similar enough where it'll matter, and I'm pretty sure Windows 11 has a different file explorer. I'm on Windows 10 still, so. But so far, I do like it. We got documents, downloads, music, pictures, trash. You got your trash. You can see the 2 files I put in there. Text editor, which is basically from the other operating systems we looked at. We also have to-do, so this is like a to-do list. So if we do, can I make a task? Oh, buy eggs. Okay. Make a video on Windows 10. Okay. Windows 11. And then this is a done section, so I can just be like, oh yeah, I completed all this. Ooh, I made it! And then it does that. That's pretty cool, actually. That is a very nice feature. So we got games. We got Isle Riot Solitaire. Interesting. I don't remember how to play Solitaire. I love how I said I didn't know how to play this, and I'm playing it. Okay, so we don't have any cards in there. I like how it kind of hovers around it, so you can, like, sort of build. And then we got Mahong. I want to say that's Mahong. I don't know. I've played games like this before, and I've seen them in a lot of Linux distributions. This is a very time-consuming game, but it's also really addicting once you get the hang of it. So basically, you just have to match each tile to each tile. And if you watched my last video, I'm pretty sure we played this in my last video. I don't remember what Linux distro we looked at, but I'm pretty sure I played it. All right, well, that's that game. I'm not going to sit there. There's also Mines. This is probably going to be similar to Minesweeper. Yep. Not like super amazing at Minesweeper, but yeah, I'm just not good at it at all. Quadrupacel? I don't know what this is. Oh, what the hell? Oh, okay, so it's like Tetris. So you just gotta get the how do I rotate? I don't know how to rotate. And then Sudoku. I'm not good at this game at all, and I have no idea how to play it, so I'm not going to play it, but that's Sudoku. So under graphics, it looks like we got GNU Image Manipulation Program, Image Viewer, LibreOffice Draw, and Photos. So let's see what this is. Oh, this is like a full-fledged program. Oh, okay, so it's just GIMP. If I go to About, it's GIMP. Yep, let's see what we got for Office. We have LibreOffice. I'm not going to open it. You guys know what that looks like. We've looked at it multiple times. So under this, we got Calendar, Contacts. Linux is the best at Linux.com. So that's a contact program. Calendar, let's see what this... Oh. Work. I love how it's just work for the rest of... Oh, God. Oh, no, I broke something. Okay. We're just going to... So under sound and video, we got Brasero? There's no Z, so I don't know. Okay, so it's just a CD burning program. We got Cheese, which is going to be a camera app, but I don't got no webcam. We also got Rhythmabox. We've seen this before. It's just a song playing program. We also have Videos. Seems to be a program that plays videos. For the sound and video, we got System Tools. We got Password and Keys, System Monitor. Let's see what that looks like. Oh, wow. Similar like it always is. So that seems to be it under System Tools. Now let's look under Utilities. So we got Archive Manager, Backups, Calculator. We have to look at this. It does look a little different. What if we do -6 times 8? I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know math. So as I was saying, we got Password and Keys. What does a screenshot thing look like? Grab whole screen. Yeah. Took a screenshot. So yeah, as I was saying, we got Passwords and Keys, Document Viewer, which is basically, I'm sure, a PDF viewer. Or just any document viewer. Like if you have a Word file and you just want to read it but don't want to open it in Word, then there you go. You also got document scanner. Obviously, you got to connect a scanner for that to work. First impressions, it seems like a really awesome operating system, and I really do want to look at the Pro variant, but I need to know if you guys want to look at it as well. I'm sorry for the lack of uploads lately. This is going to be the first episode of the first video of the year, so I just want to thank you to all my subscribers and viewers for helping me get where I am today. I appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Go ahead and drop a like if you guys enjoyed this video. If not, go ahead and drop a dislike. Let me know what you guys think of this video in the comments below, along for future videos you want me to upload. It doesn't necessarily have to be about Linux. It could be about anything tech related. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video, and peace out.